Hello, welcome to season 2 of the podcast. I'm so excited that we are back. And I am so excited that we have you guys following us, you guys watching, you guys listening in on Spotify. And we want to keep the momentum going. We want to keep it going. So please share with your friends. Let them know we are back. If you haven't liked the page, YouTube page, Spotify, our social media accounts, please do. I don't know. You stop watching and not clicking that button. Please, can you do it? Let's do it. Yes. And of course, I'm not alone. My co-host and a new person here, a new face. So, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Joy Rock Chica. You know me.
I'm Sauda Bashir.
Jerry Igane.
Welcome, yes. Jerry.
Asante sana.
A little beg.
This. She did not just say that.
A little beg. So, yes, we decided it's fine. Let's see now, like, what do we have from this person? What is she bringing to the table? To our brown table? Tuangalie Kenya natuletea. Amaji Sauda.
Yes.
At our brown table. Hey.
Yeah, our brown table.
Our brown table.
Yes. So, today we are having a different topic, of course. As always, we are talking about something all of us have an experience on in some way. And today's conversation is about relationships. Mm-hmm. In relationships, we sometimes tend to stay, even when things are not okay.
Yep.
True.
And it's a struggle because I think it's both male and female. We couldn't get a male perspective on this.
Next all-female cast.
Yes, it's an all-female cast. So, men, you can share with us what you think. If you think that we are acting up too much. And we can tell you, if you're acting up double too much.
Yes.
So, we talk about why we stay. I personally have been in that space. And I tried. And I never gave up. It took me a limit for me to now decide that this is enough.
How long was that? About how long?
Hey, it's a long time, man. It's a long time.
Like, was it in and out?
Yes. She means the topic. The
relationship.
Ladies and
She
means the relationship.
We do not what people are drinking here. I am just having water.
She means the relationship, people.
Mine is coffee.
The way this conversation is
yes,
going.
Yes. So anyway, yes. It was in and out of the relationship. Yes. But that was how long? How old is my son? Let's just say I ended my relationship in 20... When was Casey born? You know, he's the one who keeps reminding me when he was born.
Oh, wow.
Like this, I took him to the hospital a few weeks ago, and then I asked him, when were you born? Which year? Because I always confused it. Because there's this day he just brought out the birth certificate. Nikapata mtoto alizaliwa 2011. Mimi nilitaka alizaliwa 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I ended it in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I ended it. Maybe I can start with you in terms of any relationships that you've had.
I mean, I ghost you. I walk.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever stayed in a relationship for too long.
Yeah.
That didn't. I can't say I've been in a bad relationship. Right? I've been in relationships where I've been cheated on,
Yeah.
But then for me, cheating is a no, so I step. I think the problem is if it's not cheating or anything like that, I try and see if things can work.
Okay.
Like, can we do something? Like, you're always hoping the other person will do better.
Yeah.
You get. But then after some time, you're just... I just decide I can't do it, and I just walk away. So I haven't been in a bad relationship.
Okay, so you're not relevant for this topic.
Nah.
What are you doing here?
I'm coming to listen.
Like, can somebody kick her out, please?
I'm here to learn from the two of you, so I don't do the same shit.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Jerry?
Okay, so relationships. First of all, I'm hoping I will be talking from my scars and not my wounds. Because if I talk from my wounds, that means I'm just oozing toxicity out there.
That's strong.
Yeah. So, so first things first, my prayer is that I'm talking from my scars.
Okay.
Although for it to be a scar, I think it's too soon, considering my separation happened in 2021, January 3rd.
Yeah, that's
Yes. And I
too
know
soon.
like to the exact date.
Yeah.
Like around 10 a.m. maybe.
Don't worry, you'll forget. I forgot.
I can't wait for that though.
I only
can't,
remember the
can't.
year.
I can't wait for that. So yes.
Yeah.
And I'm still going through a lot of therapy. I still a lot of counseling. Still trying to figure out what I could have. No, my therapist says don't say that. It's already done. It's nothing that you could have done better.
Yeah.
It's more like, accept what has happened. So this is after what? 14 years of marriage and 3 kids.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes. 14 years of marriage and 3 kids. So I guess that's why I can speak to this. But I'm so adamant. I really do not want to put it out there that marriage is not good or anything. Oh my God, marriage is beautiful with the right person.
Do you miss it?
Do I miss marriage? Yes.
You do?
I do miss
Do you
that one
think-
person who's just mine.
Yeah. Do you
Yes.
think you'd want to get back into it?
No.
Not now.
Not
Maybe
now, not
I
in
would
that
say
space. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
what,
of
a
course.
year plus now.
I would say it's time
Yeah.
for you to actually just give yourself some more time.
Yeah.
For you to go through the healing process and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Then now you can be hopeful
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
what
why
I would
stay?
say.
Why stay? Are we going into the
Yeah. Let's
go ahead,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. So what? First thing you stay is for the hope of change.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
That's one. That's one that was very major for me. I really hope that things would change. So I would do anything and everything to just cope to go through another year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but something will change. Well, that's my number one, that most people hold on to the relationship, no matter how toxic or bad it is,
Yeah.
with the hope that things will change.
And then I think there's also that bad day, good day. Like
Yeah.
like there are days that are really good. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, now we're in a good,
Yes.
place. So you're hoping it's going to get better,
Exactly.
and then you just
Yeah. And on top of that, if you had a run of good days and you're going through a bad season, you hold on to the good days.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like, oh my
true.
God, there was this and there was this and there was this. It's this with the kids and he's this with the what. And so you're making, I don't want to call them excuses, but you're using your memories
Yeah.
as a reason to hold on.
And when someone asks you when that was, it's like, oh, that was 2 years ago
Yeah.
or something like
yes,
that.
Yes. And you'll go like, when was that last time you guys went for vacation, just the two of you? I'm like, yeah, we do vacations. And then you're like, wait a minute, it was. Yeah. It's like, but if it happened then, it will definitely happen again. You get, so the hope that things will always get better is something that everyone holds on to a relationship for. Yeah. That's my number one.
Kids?
Hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would kids... Oh, both of you are mothers.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
3 kids.
What about the
Between
kids?
us, we are 5
No, I'm
kids.
saying kids is also a reason why you'd stay.
To hold on.
Do you know I don't like that concept?
Reason?
I don't like it.
That excuse.
Yeah, I call it an excuse, yes.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, when I left my ex, I remember I went home this day, one time. My dad used to be in the Air Force, so we used to live at Moyabis. So I used to frequently visit right after. And someone stopped me and asked me about him. And then I told him we are no longer together. Like, I had the confidence that time to actually say it. Because previously I used to just defend the idea that there's no relationship here. So I shared it. I told the person, no, we broke up. It's like, why? You should have stayed because of the children. And in my mind, I'm thinking, no. I was looking like I was sick, like I had cancer or something. Not like I'm saying this just because or I'm demoralizing anyone who's sick, no. But I was really, really thin. People used to ask me if I was sick, was I admitted or something? That's how much it had affected me. But I always say, you don't really have to, because at the end of the day, if you are unhealthy, and I told you this, because me and her have been through this journey together. And I told you this, if you're not happy, your children will not be happy, because it will affect you and you'll not be healthy, and the attention that you need to give your children will not be there. So you'll be focused on the pain and all the separation that you have to go through, and how you have to please someone or stay with someone in the same house that you really don't want to be with.
Yeah.
And kids see it, kids feel it.
They do.
I think the first time I really paid attention to the word sad was a kid. You know, the kid will come and tell you, "Mommy, are you sad?" I didn't know sad. Like, I never thought sad was such a big... But kids feel it, and I believe they adapt at some point. So.
They do. They do. For my particular situation is that already, all you guys know, I have a temper. So
Which you've worked on. You have worked on it.
I should say the first time I met Igane.
Oh my goodness. She thought she was the B word.
Oh my word. Can I say it?
Yeah.
say it.
We were at work. I was new at work, and then you're expecting. I don't know if it's the second kid or the third kid.
one. That pregnancy was.
Oh my God. And she went ham on some guy. I'm like, what is going
Because
on?
of a workstation.
Just because of a workstation.
Yeah.
Like you said, that is your workstation. And the guy I was seated on that workstation, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I was just looking at him, I was like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So that was my first experience with you.
Yeah. So yes. So I have a temper. So now, can you imagine? Which I no longer have. I think I've really worked on it with time.
Yeah.
But in that situation whereby everything is not working inside your relationship, you will take it out on your kids.
That's true.
I took it out on my kids. I saw my mom taking it out on me. So the chain had to be broken some point. So for me to actually take the step and say I have to go for therapy and be put on antidepressants so that I can mellow my temper out, it was a milestone for my kids. It's still a journey. I'm not saying I'm there yet as far as how I control my temper is concerned. But can you imagine how bad it was for my kids? As in my kids, my daughter who now talks to me, never used to talk to me because I was just such a bee of a mom. You get, I was unapproachable. And thank God I noticed this. And this is where my circle of friends came in and my circle of family. I'm like, I can't raise these kids on my own. They need to know that there's somewhere they can go in the event mommy is having one of her fits. You get, and she's taking it out on it. So staying in a relationship for the kids is something I would not advocate. In a bad relationship for the kids. You get, and here we're looking at somebody who's being beaten. We are looking at somebody who's being emotionally manipulated. We're looking at somebody who's being
verbally abused,
you know, and no one should stay because of the kids. Because this is now, you're just paying forward. As in, the paying forward is supposed to be for good. You're paying forward the bad. You get, because I learned it from how I grew up. My mom took it out on me. I'm taking it out on my kids. The chain had to be broken at some point. And I'm thanking God that finally he walked out because I don't think I had the strength. I didn't have the strength to call it quits. Yes. So when he walked out, at least it gave me a chance to recalibrate. And now I am raising my kids and I'm having that conversation with them. Yeah. And it's way better.
Let me ask you, Igane. I remember we had a conversation with you and also a few guys from work. And you had mentioned, I think also to her, about marriage is sacred.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you are very adamant about not trying so hard to make sure that it works, even seeing someone you can talk to at church, someone who can just walk with you guys and everything. What is your perception then when you thought that because marriage is forever and it's sacred and it's against the Bible?
Yes, to remarry.
Yes. Okay, but I felt like you are trying to hold on to that aspect of this is not right. This is how it's supposed to be. This is what
divorce is not a choice. That's what we kept on saying throughout our marriage.
And it's stuck on you so much.
I remember we had that conversation at work and I was like, but God can't let you be in a situation where you're not happy. And she's like, no, it says the Bible, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you feel the same way? now that you have already walked out of the relationship and you're becoming a better person by yourself and you're getting healed and everything, do you feel the same way?
That if that marriage is sacred?
No, I know marriage is sacred,
That
of
divorce
course.
is
I can't
not an option?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. There are sometimes that divorce is necessary. This me saying that I'm not divorced yet. I'm just separated.
Yes.
But there are times that divorce is necessary. You get you cannot. It's sad that we are forced by society, and you see, this is the fact. When a woman gets married, already, I say this cautiously. When a woman gets married, your value has already gone down by half.
Okay.
Societal value.
Okay.
Whether we want to admit it to ourselves or not, that's a fact. A man's value has gone up by half. In the event of that divorce, that woman is less. And that man is looked at somehow, maybe that didn't work out. Maybe the second one will. Nobody says that about the wife,
the criticism about the woman is...
That is how society is.
Yeah.
We need to understand that. Once we understand that, maybe we can start to remedy that. Okay? That these are two equal individuals with equal capacities to give.
Yes.
You get?
Yeah.
Like we are complement. That's what a marriage or a relationship should be. It should be complementary.
Yeah.
My weaknesses should be superseded by your strength. You get? You should be like that.
Yeah.
So in the event you choose the wrong partner, down the line, the woman has more to lose.
Yeah.
Hands down.
That's
Than
true.
a man.
That's true.
I mean, Joy, you really now have 2 kids to take care of.
Yeah.
If a man is coming into your life, they know they have two boys to consider.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get?
Yes.
3 kids to take
Yeah.
up. You get? Are you seeing the way I'm telling you? Automatically, just by getting married, your value goes down as a woman
Yeah.
in society. You get?
Yes.
So once we are aware, this is what marriage is, and which I think I did not, because I was like, because I come from a Swahili Muslim background, and kikiumana talaka tatu
you're out.
zako bana. Nenda zako tafuta mume mwingine kwani, as in like, you get, if it doesn't work,
Let me laugh at the twang.
The accent.
The accent. Unasikia hiyo makasi. Nenda zako bwana.
Nenda zako jamani. Talaka tatu, nshakuacha, and you're gone. You get?
We'll
And
just try talking like her now.
Hey,
This chick told us she doesn't speak Swahili. Yeah, Madam
Yes, I
Kakoto
watched
here.
that
I call her
episode.
Madam Kakoto.
I can speak Swahili, but when she speaks her accent, I'm lost.
Yeah, I know.
So yes.
Like I can't even repeat what she said. Yes.
So yes, that's what happens in Muslim. Okay, not Muslim. Coastal culture. You get, and you can get married to somebody else, and that's okay, and they'll probably pick up. It's expected, but the rest of Kenya or the rest of Africa, the rest does not apply.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, if you're a divorcee woman, you're already there.
Yeah.
So that is why I'm like, before you get that divorce, have that in mind. And I had that.
Yeah.
That's why I held on to my marriage for so long.
Yeah.
Because I knew once I get out, ni mimi na watoto.
Yeah.
You get? And I kept on repeating it.
And
I
you're
was like,
never ready.
Ready.
You're not.
You're never ready.
I wasn't.
Like the world does not prepare you for such
I wasn't.
things. Yeah.
I wasn't ready at all. And half of the time I was like, so who am I now? For 14 years, I was this person's person.
Yeah.
Who am I now? Yeah. He's walking free. Fine.
Yeah.
You
True.
get?
Yeah.
True.
I'm not saying he doesn't have baggages of his own. He's going through his own motions and his own pain and going through his own healing. But he's not doing it as a dad. Okay. He's not checking CBC homework in the process. He's not there taking care of her temperature. No.
Look at how she hesitated.
He's not there to check on temperature.
Yeah.
You get? He's not there to wipe up the throw up.
Yeah.
When mtu akona tonsillitis, or you have to go to the hospital because you're admitted because of tonsillitis of one another. He's not there. That's why I'm saying, that's why I was so adamant to stay in the marriage, because I knew what happens when I step out.
A woman is primarily the caregiver at the end of it.
It is.
Regardless of how you look at it.
Yeah. So your question about as to whether I am still thinking that divorce is not an option, no. I don't think that. But I say that cautiously because divorce is not something that to be taken lightly. Because divorce is a death. Actually, when you go down to the root cause of divorce, the root meaning of the word divorce, it breaks down to a death. A death of a relationship.
Yes. Okay.
You get a death of a marriage. And when something dies, you still have to go through the grieving process.
Yeah, true.
And the grieving process is never easy. My dad has been dead for over 20 years. And I'm still grieving.
Yeah.
So what is going to happen to somebody who gets divorced after 14, 20 years of marriage?
Even the dreams you had, you guys were talking about, the plans.
Yes.
I think
all that dies.
Do you know, I try so much not to think about the dreams that I had, because at the end of the day, this is how I take it. If this was not supposed to happen, it was not going to happen at any point. Wherever kwenye imefika, hapo tu ndo ingefika. And it's just a circle of life. Now, the cycle. Now, if I thought about how much hope that I really had in that relationship, it will hurt me more.
Yeah.
It has ended, and what I need to do is to just see how best forward I can just move on and just forget about it and be healthy as a person. Yeah. So if I try to think about the hope can only come in at the point where it's failing. And you're hopeful, like you said, and maybe it's over, and you're still thinking about we had so much.
It's hard
ahead.
Because for me, like a relationship,
Joy, for you, that's a strength.
Yeah, that's what I'm
don't
saying.
have that strength. There's somebody out there who can say, I'm not going to think about that. Me, I don't get out of bed because I was like, we were planning to buy this shampoo.
I know. Even me, that's the hardest part about relationships.
This is what we wanted to
Well,
do
it's
with our
healthy.
kids.
It's okay. It's life.
No,
that you can think about it, but
it's not healthy.
That's your strength.
Yeah,
that's a strength for you.
Rakchika is where you're in a relationship, and then you can slowly see this relationship is ending.
Okay.
For me, the hardest part is not even that it's ending. It's just the things we've talked about, the dreams, the plans. Like, I find that's the hardest part. Even when we've broken up, that's what I remember. That's what I keep thinking about.
All I'm saying, it's a phase.
It's a phase.
It is a phase. That's all I'm saying.
As I said, I hope I'm talking from my wounds.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because personally, I'm glad you're going through therapy. I never did.
Okay.
To date, I have not.
What?
To date, I haven't. The first time I did the interview with Nana Owiti, that's the first time I was publicly talking about my issue. And it has affected me since that day. I realized that I was not okay. I was not healthy. I've never talked about it, and it's been hurting me, such that I get small triggers.
Yeah.
Small triggers. So I find myself crying. Just thinking about how much effort I had to put in to please someone that I really thought that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. You see?
Yeah.
And every good thing that we had, I don't remember. Because I have covered myself with this camouflage of trying to make myself look like, just to keep myself safe, and prevent myself from having these thoughts of this man and all. I can't remember a lot of things. I can't. That's just how my brain decided to be. So maybe if I go for therapy, it just, exactly. I just block them out. And the only thing right now that I usually have is the pain. Only.
Oh, wow.
It's just the pain only. That's all I have. Imagine. I can't think of the good times. It's just evaporated. Ilipotea.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you do need it.
That's why I'm saying the thought of this is what we had planned is a painful thing to think about.
Okay.
And it's going to be a phase where you're going to just stop.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then you'll just get happy and then the happiness will just encompass all these other things that you've been feeling.
Yeah.
I got used to my life. After that, I just got used to it. I took my kids. I started raising them by myself. I tried to fight back. You guys know that.
Yeah.
But I figured peace is much better for my kids and my family than a stupid fight for someone who's going to stress me up.
Yeah.
Can I say, okay, me, like I said, I'm not married, no kids, no stuff like that. But I've been very close to, I have people who are very close to me where the guy, the husband or the father to the kids doesn't support financially, right? And my take has always been, and you can correct me on that one, for the peace of mind, like for me, peace of mind is very important.
It is.
I'm like, if he doesn't want, you get. Yeah, but there are those who believe like, no, we'll go to court. He has to take his part. He has to do, like he needs to do what
peace
he
is
needs.
Important.
Yeah, like
for yourself.
But you see, for me now, I can't really say it out, like, because I'm not in that situation.
I get that. But you see, for some people, going to fight for support is their way of dealing with everything.
Exactly.
So what I would say to that is, if you want to fight and you have the strength to fight,
fight. Yeah,
fight.
Especially when kids are involved.
Yeah.
Because I know a friend of mine who separated with the husband, and right now they are in court. And it's just been a struggle because all they're doing is fighting for the custody of the children. This person is trying to show the world.
Frustrates you.
Exactly. It's just frustrating this chick and saying lies about the chick and everything, And the hardest bit is that a partner can be so faithful to you, but then the day that you guys just break up and you're no longer friends, like you see the opposite 360 of this person. Ama ni 180?
180.
360, you go back.
You go to the same position.
Fine.
180.
So ni 180.
Watu wako na protector.
Okay. Mnajua mao nilipata nini? Yeah, you see the opposite 180 of this person. You see? Yeah, and this person just becomes an alien, and mpaka unashanga, is this the person I've been with? Like, that's where they say people change. And that's the fear, I think, also in relationships. I really want to know what you guys have. What's your thought? Do you guys have any experience? A friend maybe that has gone through the same? As I try to get feedback on someone behind the camera, Grace. You might not see her, but she's a very nice director here. And she's part of our team. Grace, I just want you to share your experience. Because we know Grace is a single mom, right?
Yes.
Yes. And she has a 19-year-old son.
Yes.
Imagine. I applaud you.
I didn't believe.
My kids are going through, my kids are teenagers going through that phase. Yours is a youth too.
Yes.
And it's hard.
Just turned 13.
I can't wait for him to be at 19 and healthy and buying me a watch.
Yeah. I think the reason why most people stay in relationships is because people forget that in a relationship, what you're doing is relating. So, for example, you 14 years, you allow whichever
5 years.
5 years. For 5 years, day in, day out, you've been relating with this singular human being.
Yeah.
When you enter a relationship, you cut off your friends, you cut off your family, cut off everyone.
No, yeah, that's true.
And they become your
everything.
Yeah, it's like work, home, work,
everything you plan around them.
As in, it's like, what are we doing this weekend? What are we doing this? Can we? And the hardest thing is, and I think it's not even the financial stuff, it's just we forget how we are built to be in community. Mm-hmm. And you've been relating with this human being for whatever number of time or whatever length of period. It's a difficult thing. So for us ladies, we tend to, I don't know. Okay, wacha niseme yangu. Wacha niache kusema us ladies. Kuna wengine wala relating different. But I think for me the hardest thing was just reaching that point of saying, because mine died on me, and I was annoyed. I was angry at a person who I can't talk to, who I can't. Like I'm like now. First of all, here I am. I was young because I gave birth when I was 19. So 3 months down the line, this guy is gone.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Now, here I am. I have a son.
Yeah.
I don't know how to raise a boy. I mean, I grew up with my brothers, but my brothers are my brothers. I don't know how to be. I'm not a man. So I'm thinking, I'm not a man, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ile place anza kuniambia mama I'm feeling feelings that be like
Like all feelings.
crickets. I'm like, so, and the only advice you can give him is based on a woman's perspective. But
Yeah.
yet at that point he needs to understand it from a male perspective.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just difficult in the sense that you've related with someone for years and then he's gone and you can't. Uko tu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me ask, did you ever think about getting into a relationship after, or did you ever get yourself into a relationship after?
Yes, I did. Did I ever think about it? No, I just found myself in a relationship. Because
Okay.
again, that is-
How after how long, if I may ask?
I think Simon was about 3 or 4.
Yeah.
because he could walk and talk and hold very weird conversations
Okay.
with people.
Okay. How long did the relationship last?
About 2 years.
Oh wow, that's
About 2 years,
Yeah.
yeah. But here's the thing I've learned about relationships as a single mom then. And a lot of people tell me, don't say those things, but it's just a reality of
Yeah.
it. As a single mom to a boy, it's harder for you to get into a relationship that lasts. But if you're a single mom to a girl, it's fine.
Yeah.
Because I think men feel very, is it challenged?
territorial.
Yes, that's the word, territorial. When it comes to, because then they're thinking, this guy is a boy. Babake ako wapi? And when if you explain that the dad is not there, like, what do you mean the dad is not there? Because I'm not the kind of person to start telling you my whole, like, I'm in a relationship with you, but when it comes to baba mtoto achana tu na hiyo story, because it's a very long one and it's a
Yeah.
very undealt things I can't deal with. And either way, I can't deal with them anyway, because how do you deal with things with a dead person anyway? So it's what if their people come? I'm like, I have raised this boy by myself all this time. There's no one coming. And if the people come, it's his mother and his twin brother. His twin brother is somewhere in the world uko nje. His mother, well, she passed on a few years ago. So there's no one coming. But the thing about that I found out, and it's difficult. And I understand them because they're like, I'm ready to deal with you, but and I think even that's why I broke up with this guy, because at some point I was like, I can't. I'm not dating.
It's too much.
I'm not dating for trisex to jaribu to see if we are compatible. Me, my focus is, if I like you enough, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. But know this,
You come as a
nakujanga
package.
mimi na mutoto, and then plus now even my niece and my nephew, because we're really, my niece and my nephew, I call them my children. Like if you ask me, I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I have 3 children. They also are part of that mix, because I am the mother to my nephew, because my brother can't take care of him.
Yeah.
And okay, my sis, they've grown together, so to them they are siblings. So for sure, so it's I've always found it very difficult to be in, because the minute unaona tu mtu amemumefika hiyo mahali that now you, okay fine, I'll introduce you to my kids, unaona tu pole tu.
Yeah. Is it because maybe men are more, okay, I'm thinking when they're getting kids, it's more about legacy. So if you have a kid, a boy, they're thinking who is going to inherit.
But it's the definition. I think it's the wrong definition of legacy.
Yeah, I get it. Because for me, I come from, I was adopted. So I see family as a totally different. Like, I mean, if a guy has a kid, I'll be very okay for that kid to be totally, completely part of my life, because I see family totally different. But then if you can't accept me with a kid, I don't know. I don't even know how you love me and not love this kid. Like, you come as a package.
I tend to think differently, because looking at my previous relationships, it wasn't really about the legacy of having it, even if it's a boy and all. Maybe I can be corrected by the men, but I think it's just the responsibility of taking care of kids, first of all, who are not yours. That's one. And second of all, like taking that responsibility of having kids, even if you you are not ready at that point. So I feel like it's for them to be prepared to actually take this whole to take up this whole package.
But
Exactly.
why would I have a kid? Then leave me alone.
But
but you also are MILF.
Yeah, adding to a fact that
You're also
single
a
moms
MILF.
are easy targets.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
so
easy.
it's very easy target. It's what low hanging fruit. She's desperate. She's lonely. She wants. Yeah. So
I always say,
you don't think so?
No, that's how I
You think so? Sexually.
imagine they are easy.
okay.
I say single
I
mothers.
think it's the person.
I say single mothers and women with disability. Because even me, I'm very careful with how I date. Because it's very easy to be taken advantage of. It's very easy.
It is because the loneliness is real when you're a single mom.
Me, I think it's sex.
I'm talking about sexually,
Yeah.
I think
so
it's
you
as it
become an
comes
easy
target.
target.
Yes.
Because sababu, what you're looking for is probably
Acceptance,
to be wanted.
loved.
Yeah.
You get to be appreciated.
Yeah.
For somebody to look at you and go like, "Oh my God, I can see you're doing so much." And here I am, let me take care of you. You get? So a lot of guys know that women, single moms have this need.
Yep.
You get? Yes, we are harder to tie down as far as in a committed relationship, but we're easy targets as far as sexuality is concerned.
It's the same. Like for me, I'm like, if a guy hits on me, I'm that's not me. I'm just saying, as a person with disability, is that thing of I'm going to say yes because I don't know when the next guy is going to say I'm beautiful, I'm this, I'm this. So as a single mother, I'm thinking is that who is going to love me with a kid?
Okay.
So I don't know.
My experience has been totally different.
You're a strong one.
I think
I
it's
told
just
you,
because I'm
you're
also
tough.
tough.
Yeah.
Me, I'm tough.
You're a tough one.
Well, I wasn't tough then, but now I am.
You are built.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we as far as reasons why people should stay in relationships?
Let me ask you, Grace. Is it because you couldn't just talk about? Because I find myself in my current relationship, we had that conversation of my ex and exactly what happened between us and everything. Like, even I think he understands what my triggers could be, and like he doesn't like me talking about it. So we have an understanding of what happened, how everything happened, how I wanted to sue him and everything. But for you, it's of course different, and there's that assurance from a man maybe that they would want to get at that time. Is it that you are not comfortable talking about it?
Back then,
Yes.
it's not. I didn't know what to say because for me, my thing is, I'm a kufa. That's done.
Yeah.
There's that I am not. Then I was not an emotional person. So for me, it was okay. This is my problem.
Yeah.
I don't have a solution, so let's move on. So let's not talk about something that I can't, because he'll ask me, how do you feel about it? And I'm like, I don't know how I feel because I have not processed how I feel. So, and you won't, and well, I think for him it was, what do you mean you don't know how you feel? So you know how you feel. If you're angry, be angry. Feel it. And I'm like, me, I'm not angry. It's just, it's here. It's a situation. I was pregnant. I got a baby. The father died. That's one. Secondly, it was a conversation I would have had to have first with my mom. And the reason why is because I was a drug addict from age 13 to 19.
Okay.
And my mother never knew. And she still does not know until today. Because for her, the reason why I spent a whole week in hospital was because I was not doing the prenatal things. So for her, it was like maybe there was a complication. And, the sister is a pre-med student. So,
Yeah.
dadake atamchunga. They will deal with the medical part. Hata mtoto akuje home. But the reason why I was in Hosi for a week was because Simon was being detoxed. And so how am I supposed to start now? And then that's also something I'm dealing with in the sense that, my son's a drug addict. I didn't even know what drugs is.
Yeah.
And it's all that's my fault.
Yeah.
That's not at someone else did it. It's my fault.
Yeah.
So I'm battling with. I'm 19. I have a child who's addicted to some sort of drugs. I am addicted to drugs, which I need to sort that out. I have someone who I have been in love with for the longest time is now dead. I don't know how to go and tell someone, haya, baba mtoto alikuwa drug dealer.
Okay.
How am I having that
No,
conversation
your
with my
yeah,
mom?
your previous comment makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so how am I having? Because everyone's gonna look at you like,
Yeah, they're going to judge you.
yeah, like what do you
like
mean?
how-
So what, you were paying for drugs? Like, no, that's not what our relationship. He just happened to be a drug dealer.
Okay.
And that's a whole nother story of how we met and
Yeah.
so it's, how is I supposed to tell this guy that? And how is he supposed to understand all that?
Okay. Now I hear you.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot. I feel like you should
wow.
be sitting on this side.
You
Like,
are
you're
unpacking
so
a lot.
It actually
today.
makes a lot of sense of who you are right now and how the short time that I have known you and who you are. I applaud you. That's really dope. But okay, so the other thing is, I gave birth when I was young. You did too, Grace.
Yeah.
You gave birth
22.
in 22, more or less the same age, because I gave birth at 21.
Well.
I'm like, what? Maybe that time I was like, I'm gonna stay a virgin until I'm married.
Wow.
Yep. Look at us now. Oh my
think
God.
about that.
At 21,
It's okay.
22.
To save it.
Je mukizaa, sisi tutakuwa tumemaliza.
Imagine,
Yes.
that's the other thing.
Yeah.